right, Hydration. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
The man with one of the most recognizable names in the league. Tell us how you came up with his name, man.
I needed to come up with a name, you know, something creative, something that stood out. So I looked around my room for some creativity, and there was a bottle of Gatorade sitting on my desk. At the back of the bottle, it says the word hydration on it. I was like, that's perfect for a name. So I just rolled with it.
Or you just took it. All right, so let's take it back to like where you came from. You're actually like breaking some new grounds here. You're like the only Brazilian player in the league, the first. How does it feel knowing that you're kind of representing your entire country coming here in the Overwatch League?
There's a lot of pressure on me, but it definitely feels amazing.
Yeah.
It's like having a whole country behind you, supporting you. It's a really good feeling.
You were born and raised in Brazil, right?
Right.
And then you came over to the States.
Yeah, when I was about 7 years old, I moved from Brazil to the US. I moved to North Carolina, and I lived there for about 2 years until I flew to China with my family. And we lived in China for 2 years, and I went to an international school that was like 50% Korean. I got to like grow up around this like culture of like StarCraft, so that was really cool.
And then the Overwatch League comes about, and you get this opportunity, and you're playing next to Surefour and Asher. How's the experience been playing next to those two guys at the same position, kind of learning from these guys who have like a history in the game?
It's crazy. Like they're such like talented DPS players, and a lot of times like me and Surefour, we just learn from each other while we watch each other. We've been improving quite fast just from like being able to learn from each other.
What are some of the most important things you feel you've learned from him?
A lot of it is like how much he communicated. I used to be pretty quiet when I played, and like I wouldn't say much, but I just learned so much just from like watching him play and like hearing what he says, that it's really improved me.
Oh my lord! Agapun just gets knocked off the map. Hydration and Asher are just trying to one-up each other. It's so filthy.
There's obviously language barriers that you guys are facing, especially with your newer acquisitions and stuff. So how has it been for you kind of adjusting to that and being able to communicate with somebody like Fisher?
It's been a bit bumpy at the start because Bishu was mainly focusing on translating and not so much in the game. But it's been a lot better now. Fisher's been picking up quite a bit of English.
And Fisher just battling around the members of Dallas. That's a big fight win for the Gladiators.
How monumental has it been having him on the team, do you think?
It has been a huge impact. He just creates so much space. He's very aggressive. It fits right in with everybody else's play style.
How are you feeling about the team overall, man? Because you guys have come a long way, and we've all been able to witness the improvement up until now.
We're pretty confident. We have a lot planned, and we're like a different team now.
Oh my God, what a game mode! And the Gladiators will claim this series.
Do you feel like now the fandom for the Gladiators is growing?
I'm seeing a lot more purple nowadays. It's definitely a very fast-growing fan base for us.
Tell me about how you're dealing with all this attention, all this acclaim. There are people holding signs up with your name on it.
It's amazing. Like, I never thought like this would happen. It's insane. It's definitely a really good feeling.
As far as your involvement in this league, like, how do you feel like it's impacted you as a person? Like, do you feel like you've changed at all? I mean, there has to have been some type of like adjustment you've made.
It's been very different for me, you know. Hundreds of thousands of people watching. It really changes you.
And Hydration just racks them up one after another. Just playing so well.
And it makes you want to be one of the best players.
Yeah.
Because you want to be recognized for who you are.
Who's been like your main inspiration as a player?
My biggest inspiration has to be Surefour. I used to watch his streams back in the beta days, and he's just like someone who I really looked up to because he can play all these different heroes at a very high level, and I've always strived to be somewhat similar to that.
I hear you. That's kind of crazy that you actually ended up on his team after all was said and done. I guess my last question for you will be, what is your ultimate goal? What do you want to accomplish in the Overwatch League? Of course, aside from winning.
I just want to do what I did last year, which is just keep improving as a player and as a teammate.
Well, yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming and sitting down here and hanging with us.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Cool, man. Good luck.
Thank you.